Read and understand your lease. Delete DoorDash, delete Uber Eats. It is the cutest calendar. You can like customize. Don't be fighting over bills, y'all. Your work life is not your life. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As y'all know, it is Jay. Today I have a very special video for you guys. I'm doing a 21 things I wish I knew before moving out. It's been a long time since I've done a sit down vid. It's literally been a year. You guys can definitely check my other video out. That video is currently at 143,000 views, guys. You guys ran that video up. Again, I am so grateful for all the engagement and followers that I've gotten from that video and all the other videos right after that. I'm very grateful for you guys. I literally just made a cute little outline on my phone, sat on this exact couch in that old apartment and shot that video. It's gonna be a very lengthy but very organized video. So again, grab a snack, grab a little blanket. I got both. I got my cranberry juice. Cheers to the new apartment, guys. Even with that video, I've gotten so many more questions that honestly, I've been trying my best to reply in the comments, but I feel like it can also be addressed in some of these bullet points that I'm about to make in this video. I know moving out can be very stressful because I've done it firsthand, all alone, all by myself at 19, and I feel like I've learned so much in the past like 2.5 years almost. You definitely should take lots of notes, pull up your phone or notepad and just like jot down all the things that I'm about to start bulleting. Whatever sticks out to you, because these are all things that I wish I knew before I moved out. Let's get right into the video. Y'all see me looking down. I'm just looking at the notes that I created and it's pretty lengthy, okay? Cooking for yourself saves so much money, you guys. I'm not even kidding. Delete DoorDash, delete Uber Eats, stop buying off those apps. Just learn how to cook, okay? This is coming from somebody who genuinely did not cook. If you have a woman who cooks in your family, just watch her. Like, that is such a blessing to have. And I know some families whose like parents literally don't cook or their food is trash. I'm not even trying to be mean, but y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Like, it is a blessing to have a mom or a dad who knows how to cook, or someone in your family who knows how to whip it up, right? So ask that person, ask for some recipes, watch them in the kitchen while they're doing it, help them prepare certain things. You could be cutting potatoes while they're making the meats and the rice and stuff. I feel like there's really no excuse for you not knowing how to cook. I'm sorry, y'all can hate me if you want, but it's the truth, okay? If you want to live alone, you learn how to cook. Just stay off of the DoorDash, okay? I get it if it's like on occasion, it's Friday, you're with your girls at your apartment. That is reasonable than DoorDashing every single day. I knew people who was DoorDashing every single day and they spent a lot of money. Meal prepping is so helpful now that I'm an adult. This is for my 9-to-5 girlies just like me. I definitely save a lot of time in dishes when I meal prep because one, I could just grab and go, and two, I don't really need to worry about dishes. I don't need to worry about like washing the cutting board and the knives and this and that. I just grab and literally go. It is that simple. Maybe if you don't like cooking because of how long it takes and how much cleaning you have to do, I guess meal prepping could be for you because you literally just start bulking all your meals right then and there. You wash the dishes, wash the plates, whatever, that in your fridge, put it in your freezer, and then that week you could just take and go, and it's literally just a bowl. So it really doesn't hurt to try it. I personally randomly will do like meal prepping. I'm not like strict every week, but I do notice when I do meal prep, it actually saves a lot of time for me. Freedom comes with serious responsibility, so just show it for yourself. Read and understand your lease. I feel like people should know this more. You need to read that lease. You need to read exactly how they are when snow removal comes, how they are about noise, when you want to invite your friends over, how are they about late fees. It happens sometimes, guys, like if you gotta pay the rent late, you gotta pay the rent late, right? So how are they about that? Is there a fee? Is there not a fee? How long can you take? All that is in the lease. You just have to read it. If it's online, sit there and scroll. If it's in paper, you sit there and you literally flip. I don't even care if it's taking you long. I don't care if they're in a rush. You need to read it, because if you sign that and you get into an apartment and there's too many rules and it's too strict, everything that you did not imagine when signing it, you're gonna have a problem, and then you're stuck there for a year, or you're gonna have to break the lease, which is just not good for your rental history. And also ask all the questions you need while the landlord's already there. I know landlords can be very busy, so if you're there and you're doing the showing and your lease is right in front of you and you're reading it, just ask the questions, because 9 times out of 10 they can just answer it right there and then for you. Write down your list of groceries. Stop putting in your phone, okay? I know y'all be putting in your phone, and buy staple ingredients. I'm gonna include those two as the same one because it's pretty much the same thing. Like, just keep your things organized by staple ingredients. A sweet treat here and there is very nice, especially on the weekends when you go to your freezer and you see you got a little tub of ice cream. that's cool. But basing your whole grocery list on ice cream, chips, snacks, Oreos, it's not gonna last you a long time and you're gonna be hungry. So just buy staple ingredients, potatoes, learn how to make mashed potatoes. They're very, very filling and very good for you actually if you're trying to like gain weight like me. Rice, pasta, seasonings like sazon, adobo, all of that, like complete seasoning, garlic and onion powder, oregano, sage, all of that, guys. If you guys really, really want me to do like a what I eat in a week or what I eat in a day video, I will love to do that because I be cooking, y'all, okay? Again, this is coming from somebody who would say at 15 that she wasn't ever gonna get married because she didn't know how to cook. That's how bad it was, okay? Cooking is not that hard, so just buying staple ingredients will save you a lot of money, and it'll also be nice because when you open your cabinet and you see that you have maple syrup, you're gonna thank me later because you were so focused on getting Oreos and cheese puffs, you forgot to get pancake mix and maple syrup, and now you got no breakfast, okay? And also too, you could switch out meals. Like you do rice and chicken one day, rice and salmon, rice and ground beef. You can do ground beef and pasta with garlic bread. Oof. You could do so much with just like carbs and like, or like switching out the base meals, you know? Also, don't shop hungry. I know these topics are surrounding food right now. I'm so sorry. It's just one of the things that I've learned the most when moving out. But I promise, I think after this one, it's gonna slow down. It's gonna be more mental and like emotional, I guess, topics. But run that back, don't shop hungry. I'm telling you right now, I hate it every time. I get things that I actually don't even eat or want or need, and it actually sucks because I was just so hungry. I'm just grabbing things that are very unnecessary. So please eat a meal before you go grocery shopping because you will make the same mistake that I was making. I wish I knew how important it was to keep up with my bills. You can fall behind, but you have to move things around in order for you to get out of that excessive debt. It happens whether you are trying to avoid it or not. Things happen in your life where you're like, damn, I'm running a little behind on this bill, or I didn't know that this bill was coming up. You need to figure out what's more important, what penalty will hurt the most, which bill you really need to prioritize. Because if it's getting to a point where every week you're like literally dirt broke and you're living paycheck by paycheck, it's time to cut back your expenses. It's time to look at your account and say like, all right, these are all the transactions I made this week. What was excessive and what wasn't? And you also have to look at like what you got going on every week. I'm kind of speaking a little bit in advance because I have another bullet point coming up. I'll probably just shorten that because I'm just gonna explain it here. You need to look at your daily expenses, bus fares, internet bill, utility. The utility is far out, right? That's once a month. Your bus fare is every day. You prioritize your bus fare because that's gonna get you to work every day to make money, right? If you don't prioritize your bus fare, you're gonna be Ubering every week. Ubers add up. You have to really look at your account, prioritize what's daily, and then what's weekly, and then what's monthly. That way everything's organized and it's not overwhelming, and you could kind of do, like, you could take care of one thing at a time, basically, because it can get overwhelming and it can get stressful. This is actually the bullet point that I was referring to, but I wish I knew how crucial it was to track my expenses to the T. I will not stop saying this because living by yourself or living alone or living with a roommate, still living alone in general is very expensive. People say that you can get by and it's cheap and it's this. It's really not, you guys. I don't know how else to say this with inflation going on. It's been going on for years now, but it just keeps going up and up and up. Groceries are getting more expensive. It's way more harder to get like food stamps and like help from the state, so you really just have to like take it with a grain of salt and just do what you gotta do, you know? This is for my 9-to-5 girlies. It is so incredibly hard to balance your work life and your outside life. This is something I have to put my phone down for because I'm gonna get into this. I'm trying to make it very, very self-explanatory and short because I have so many other bullet points, but I also need to talk about this because it's something that's very, 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 very important. You need to step outside of your work life. Your work life is not your life. Your work life is your work life. It's what makes you money. It's what That's it. People at your job are not your friend. Your manager is not your friend. They're literally just work. They're just work. Because you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna attach yourself to work and then you're gonna sleep in all day and you're gonna live in this weird cycle where you're sleeping in and going to work, sleeping in, going to work, sleeping in, going to work, sleeping, and then calling out and wondering, hey, I don't like my job, because you're so focused on your job. And it happens to a lot of us, and I realized that a little bit too late. I just recently kind of got myself out of that like rat race cycle, but it definitely happens to people, and I feel like not a lot of people talk about it. You work full-time and you have your own apartment. Sometimes it's going to feel like you're working and you're going home and working, going home, which is fine, because sometimes you'll come home, watch a little show or eat something, you know, walk around the house, like you're chilling. But then there's times where you're like at home and you're not feeling good. You're feeling very empty. You're feeling like, damn, I want to be at work, or damn, like I don't want to be at work. I want to be home sleeping all day. So it'll definitely creep up on you. For all the girls who get paid weekly, if you can, I would definitely try to save for an emergency fund. I want to say last month and this month, I've been basically saving all the money that I didn't spend that Thursday, because I get paid every Friday, and I'll just throw it into that emergency fund. And that way it's kind of like I didn't hurt my pockets. I'm just putting in any extra money that I didn't spend that week. So if I got a check for $100 and I only spent $50, and by Thursday I have $50 left, I'm putting that $50 into the emergency fund. That way it doesn't hurt you, or you got a lot of bills going on. It's not like hurting you when you're taking money out for a saving that you may or may not need. It's just nice to have an emergency fund, because you really never know. Starting and keeping up with your credit score is so essential. Guys, I literally, that last video I created, I was at like a 645. That was almost 2 years ago. And then when I moved here, my credit score was at a 500. Yeah. 500, you guys. Just recently my credit score is at a 636. I'll put the little screenshot right there. So from 2 years ago to now, I'm right back where I started. And you know what, that's not a bad thing, because a 500, guys, is not good. If you guys want a more detailed video about credit, I definitely will give you that, but it's gonna move along because credit is another thing for another day. Clean regularly. Creating a mess and creating an overwhelming mess will lead to stress, and it will lead to you not wanting to get out of bed. So just pick it up. If you see a little tissue, pick it up. If you see a charger, grab it. If you do that around the house, you get into the habit of doing that, you will be tidying up without even thinking about it, and then it won't create clutter and, again, overwhelming mess. Learn to set boundaries. Don't just let anyone in your home, y'all, okay? I had to learn this the hard way. Like, don't just be letting anybody in your home, okay? Your home is your sanctuary. That is your place of peace. Don't just be giving your home all this bad juju and bad energy, like walking around like you don't want that, right? Invite people over when you feel as though they are like family, or they are very, 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 very close to you. This is just mama advice right now, because like I said, I've learned this the hard way, so I know this firsthand. If you're thinking I'm gonna get a crib, host parties and host crazy shit, I wouldn't do that, because it doesn't feel fulfilling. Also, my battery died, so I'm kind of just like recentering myself. Loneliness is the worst feeling. It will happen. It will creep up on you. Get a pet, find hobbies, stay connected to people you care about. Loneliness is the worst feeling. It definitely will creep up on you. Really just try to like get your mind off of it, because at the end of the day, adulting is kind of a lonely feeling, but it's not so bad being alone. Like, I feel like people have a weird connotation with being lonely. Lonely is very much peaceful, you guys. I'd rather be lonely than stuck around people that I don't like and I don't vibe with and I don't find peace with, because I'm literally just wasting my time. And honestly, you're gonna be lonely in your apartment whether you're trying to avoid it or not. Like, even if you have a roommate, at the end of the night, I'm sure she'll go sleep in her room, y'all go sleep in your room, and then boom, it's gonna hit. So don't feel so overwhelmed about it. Sometimes it does suck, yes, but take your mind off of it with doing so many other things. Like I said, creating hobbies, creating things you're looking forward to every morning or every night, creating little night rituals, creating little night routines, things that isn't gonna make you feel like you're alone, because that will be unhealthy for your mental. But yeah, it's definitely happened to me, but I've learned to just accept it, and now I'm okay with being alone. I actually prefer being alone. This is somebody who's been attached to somebody by the hip since, I don't know, middle school, you know? Like, I've literally always had a friend or a partner or somebody I can go anywhere with. So now that I'm an adult, it's really not like that. And now that you're an adult, you're gonna find that trying to hang out with your friends is really hard, because you guys all have different things going on and different jobs and different hobbies and different anything going on. So scheduling like days to hang out is just gonna become really, really difficult at some point. So don't feel any sort of way towards your friend. It's not their fault and it's not your fault. It's literally just life, and it's gonna happen. Honestly, I just learned to embrace it. Like, if they're not free that day and I'm not free that day, it's okay. We'll try again next week, or we'll try again next month, or we'll plan a day one day that month, or like I don't know, a little activity that month. Like, I know Valentine's just passed, but like you could do like a Galentine's. Plan that for all your friends because you guys have very, very, very different lives. It's hard, you know, to schedule things nowadays because everybody got a lot of things going on. Get organized with calendars and reminders, y'all. They genuinely help. My laptop and my calendar in there saves me, like honestly saves me. I even bought this calendar for $20 for a whole year. It is the cutest calendar. You can like customize all your little widgets on here. You can change the color. It tells you the weather. Like, this is the cutest little calendar, guys. Okay, I think it's the best because I color coordinate my bills. So I have internet due. I'll just tell you guys. So my internet due is the 15th, so I color coordinated green, and then I have work, which is also green, and then I do all my fun stuff like my content that I have planned this week and a trip that I have planned. It's all pinks, like different shades of pink. It makes me look forward to wanting to plan things because I know it can get a little overwhelming, so some people just shy away from it. It's really not that bad. Just have fun with it. Like I said, customize a little widget, make it easy for you to like read and understand, and honestly you'll realize how organized your life will become. And adulting is being responsible and organized, so tackling that and learning how to just like plan out your stuff with the calendar and really set like certain goals with yourself in the calendar is a game changer, I promise you. Mental health needs active care. No one else will do it for you. That's another one that I also resonate with because I feel like I shied away from that a lot. Like, I was always trying to like go out and do things, and I never actually like took the time to just enjoy rent. Like, hello, like why aren't people just enjoying rent? Like, be home on the weekend, do some shadow work, light a candle, take a bubble bath, like just be home and do the mental checks you need in order to become successful, because it's, like I said, it's active care. It's a non-negotiable, right? Like, if you don't take care of yourself mentally, you won't feel good physically, and if you don't feel good physically, you're not going to be motivated to do things. You're not going to be motivated about yourself. It's just not a good look, right? So it just needs constant active care, just constant. Like, that's a must. You learn who your real friends are. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I went to ChatGPT and I looked up a couple, and this was one that they put, so I was like, let me throw that in there to get my numbers. No, I'm kidding. I already said this earlier, but again, you learn who your real friends are. Just keep those people close and build that bond stronger. Don't try to like force anything that's not mutual. Laundry never ends. I just ran out of Tide Pods, guys, and it's literally on my grocery list, so laundry never ends. You're always gonna do laundry. Just keep, this is honestly a fun one because it's like, what do you mean laundry never ends? But it seriously doesn't. Like, I have laundry in my own unit and I run out of laundry detergent so often. It's actually so crazy. Getting in bulk, like the big detergents, if you use liquid, is awesome. If you get the Tide Pods, get the big pack, like put the extra dollars towards it because it's gonna last you. And honestly, I much rather do that than buying like a mini pack one week and then that running out and then buying another mini pack. It's just better to buy the bigger packs because it's gonna go very quickly, especially if you do laundry as often as I do. Oh, this one, learn how to fix things yourself, you guys. Get your little electric drill, your little battery powered drill, and just do it yourself. Like the knobs in your cabinets, you do that yourself. Building your shelves, you do that yourself. Building this couch, I did it by myself. I lied, I didn't do it by myself. I did it with my man, but still, I felt like I did a lot of work, okay? Just a lot of the things that you need fixing around the home will be very essential if you just teach yourself how to do it. Again, I do live with a man, so he does it, but doorknobs and all that, I got you, okay? That's the only thing I know how to do. Missing home does not mean you made the wrong choice, y'all. It's gonna happen. Your first week moving out, you're gonna miss home, you're gonna cry, you're gonna honestly rethink everything and think of things, like you're just gonna go through this whole loophole. And honestly, I want you to get through it as early as possible, because I don't want you to sit in that mindset and then move back home. Like, you don't want to do that unless you have to, right? Unless you can't afford living alone, and unless you tried every possible reason and you're just like, I can't do it. I honestly don't know how I did it. I saved up a couple checks and I moved the fuck out. So it's like, if I definitely can do that and survive successfully, then I think you can do it too, because you'll most likely do this a whole smarter way than I did. I think you got this, but you definitely are gonna miss home here and there because it creeps up on you. And it's a really sad feeling, because if you come from a household like mine, at least, that was very live and very very like active and like loud. It's a big transition moving alone because now it's the complete opposite. And I also had pets in my old apartment. I don't have pets here, so it's just like I missed having like cats walking around. I miss like stepping outside of my room and there's like chaos and like my sister is arguing with my little brother, like my dad is playing music and my mom's cooking, and it was a nice feeling. And also visit home. Like I literally visit home like every weekend. I'm not even kidding. I visit home and I harass my sister in her bedroom because did you think you was running away from me? No, I'm still bothering you. It's okay to ask for help. Pride can be isolating, guys. I struggled with this a lot, so you don't ever want to suffer, right? If you have the roommate, just ask, and I'm sure they'll understand, because if you're picking your roommate right, they shouldn't get mad, they shouldn't get upset, because that's weird. And also, if they needed help, I'm sure you would give it to them, right? Nice living with my boyfriend because he understands me and he's always willing to help me. Like I've definitely asked him for help numerous times because things happen, right? And you can't really predict a lot of the things that are gonna go on in your life, so don't feel scared to ask for help. Don't feel scared to be like, I'm gonna put a pause on this bill but I'll pay it next month. Don't be scared, but also don't get accustomed to asking people often. Like I'm just speaking generally about like emergencies, but don't be that type of roommate that's just like, hey, can you pay for this? Hey, can you pay for this? But you're getting a bottle every weekend and you're getting DoorDash and you're getting it. No, okay? I'm talking about emergency situations only. And this is not on my phone at all, but don't be fighting over bills, y'all. Like don't be getting arguments over bills and like losing friendships over bills and losing your roommate over bills. It's literally just a number and it's not that serious. It is, but it's also not, right? It's not worth it. Like it would be crazy if me and my boyfriend argued over money. We never ever argue over money. Like I said, if he ever was running short, I would within a heartbeat. And the last one, just take everything as a learning curve and a learning experience / lesson. Living alone is not for the weak. You're gonna go through a lot of things. It's gonna be up and down. You're never gonna be like this. I moved out at a very young age, so I wasn't able to really find myself. So I feel like throughout this whole journey, I've been finding myself, I guess, the right way, because now I'm doing it alone. I'm not doing it surrounded by others. I'm doing it literally alone, like finding myself. I'm learning the things that I like. I'm learning the things that I don't like. I'm learning the certain groups that I like, the certain groups that I don't like, the certain jobs I can work with, the certain jobs I can't work with or work for. It's just really important to keep a healthy balance between the stress and the overwhelming feeling you may have. It's a very fun experience. Like living alone is fun, guys. Don't think that this is all scary. Like this is just preparing you. It's not to scare you. To take away anything from this journey that I'm still on, it's great. I love living alone. Honestly, I wouldn't trade it for anything else in the world. I feel like I'm better off living alone. I will never go back. Never. Like ever. I love walking around the house in whatever pajamas I want. The cutest little pajamas and little robe. Decorating. I love being in my own habitat, I guess you could say. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.